Yo, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another very exciting video tutorial. In this video tutorial, you are going to use property animators to allow for more control over your animations. By the end of this video tutorial, you will be able to build this simple application using property animators. Let's take a look at the application, shall we? So as you can see, the orange box gets animated. The slider is there so that we can actually scrub through each part of the animation. But of course it doesn't work now, but as you follow on this video tutorial, it will work. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to open up Xcode beta and create a new Xcode project. I'm going to call this animations. And make sure your language is Swift and the devices is iPad and you're good to go. Next it's going to ask you where you want to save it. I'm going to save it on my desktop because it's fine. So now we're going to head into our main.storyboard to set up the layout of our application. But before that, make sure you change the device to the iPad Pro 9.7 and change the orientation to landscape. Zooming out using the trackpad. Before I forget, just click on this and uncheck the portrait upside down such that we lock it down to the landscape left and landscape right. Now we want the ability to actually scrub through the animation, so let's have a slider to do that. The slider is a little bit too small, so let's expand the slider such that it reaches the margins of the iPad. Boom. And next we need the UI view that we want to animate. And in this case, let's just have a simple UI view. UI view. Let's give this a width of 240 and a height of 240 as well. Click on this and give this a color of slight orange, like this. And you're good to go. Now, what's left is just connecting the IB outlets. So open up the assistant editor and click on this view and connect. And let's call this the orange view. Make sure this is an outlet, connect, click on the slider and drag it down. Make sure to change this to an action and call this slider moved. Okay, so now that we have connected the IB outlets and IB action that we are required, let's head back to our view controller.swift and start writing some code. So first we need to create an animator. So first thing we need to do is to create an animator. So say var animator of type UI view property animator, and in the view.load method we are going to give this a value animator equals to the UI view property animator. And as you can see, there's several initializers that you can choose. You can choose the ones with the cubic animation curves, as well as the linear animation curves or the spring animation curves. But we're going to choose the most simplest, so let's choose the one with the UI view animation curve. Duration is refers to the amount of time for the animation to complete. So in this case, we want 2. Animation curve, we want it .ease in, ease out. Animations, double click this. So whatever is within this brace and this brace is where all the animation occurs. What we can do is let's try moving the subplot image view .center .x equals to the self.view.frame.width. So what this does is that it just simply moves the orange view's X position all the way to the right of the view. Now let's start the animation and call my animator.start animation. But before you run it, make sure you change this to an iPad Air and you're good to go. See the animation just started. Let me just put the orange view at the left side of the view. So I'm going to click on this and change the X position to 0, such that it's at the left of the view. Okay, so now if we build and run it again just one last time. And see the animation occurs. You can do much more things other than just moving the orange field. You can also self.orange field dot, you can change the transform of it. Okay, so let's first change the rotation of it. So let's choose the one with the rotation angle. In this case, let's use with CG float and pi, like this. And because it's in radians, and pi just refers that the orange field will turn 180 degrees. And one dot scale by, because I'm change the scale as well to 0.001. Same thing for the y argument as well. Boom. Now let's spin and run it. As you can see, as it moves from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen, it becomes smaller as well as rotates more to 180 degrees. Now let's actually scrub through the animation. So to actually scrub through, we can use the fraction complete property of the animator. So I'm going to comment this out. And in the slider move, I'm going to set the animator dot fraction complete equal to CG float sender as a UI slider, and then just wrap this dot value. So now if we build and run it, we should see that we are able to scrub through the animation using the UI slider. Excellent. So the last thing I want to show you is that we can also reverse the animation. So for example, let me just create a timer over here. Okay, so now that we have created a timer over here, let's say timer timer equals to timer, because we want to start the timer. So time interval, we want to make this to run every 0.001 second. Target with self selector be hash selector user info nil repeats true, and the function that I want to call every with the timer is func adjust animation. And over here in the selector, say view controller dot adjust animation. So in the adjust animation function, what I want to do is check if the animator dot fraction complete is equal to 1. That means the animation has already ended. Then if the animation has already ended, then what I want to do is to just reverse the animation itself. Let's put it on it. As I move, oops, I need to start the animation, and let's comment this out. So now when it reaches the end, it reverses the animation. Excellent. So that's all I pretty much want to show you with UI view property animators. So property animators, they let you retain control of your animations. They give developers a high level control over timing functions, also known as easing, and makes it easy to scrub or reverse. I hope you can see all of this in this video tutorial. So this is Ben. Peace out.